Alright, with Toy Story 5 coming out in a couple of days, I feel like it was time to give my opinion on it. I believe Toy Story 5 is just a quick money grab, and it's just straight up cameo slop, dude. Because gun to your head right now, what the hell does pizza with sunglasses have to do with the plot of Toy Story, dude? This is obviously just a way for people to get more interested into the movie now that people know that Bad Bunny's gonna be in it. Even though he's just gonna have a fucking 2-second clip of him saying, "Oh yeah," in fucking English or something, and that's it. He'll have no contribution to the movie whatsoever, other than those 2 lines. It is completely unnecessary to add that guy. And also, wasn't Woody just with fucking Bo Peep, bro? Dude literally stayed there with his girl while everybody else left to go with Bonnie. And all of a sudden he's back now? Like in the trailer, they could have at least gave us some context on why he's back. Because him just being there just makes absolutely no sense. On top of that, it's starting to make its way into fast food chains like Papa John's and stuff. And that already is just a simple cash grab, dude. Because in all honesty, it's just a regular pizza and they just slapped the Toy Story brand on it. That's literally all they do. There's nothing special about the pizza, bro. It is just a straight up cash grab for the company. And the worst part about it is that people are feeding into it. Because Pixar knows that Toy Story is a successful brand, dude. Pixar knows that all of their originals can't really do shit. All of their originals have been ass lately. Because seriously, have any of y'all even watched Pixar's new original? Do any of y'all even know that it came out? Gun to your head right now, name one time someone has ever talked about a Pixar original within the last 6 months. You can't, because there's literally nobody that talks about it. And Pixar making Toy Story 5 is just this quiet way of saying, alright, we're gonna make a sequel of a movie that's already done in terms of the storyline, because all of our originals can't fucking pull in shit. That is exactly what they're doing here. Pixar has had a bunch of flops over the months, so to combat with this, they decided to milk one of the most successful franchises for a 5th movie. We didn't even need a Toy Story 4, dude. The series should have been done with number 3. And apparently, there are already talks for a 6th Toy Story movie. This right here is where I draw the line, because a 4th wasn't necessary, neither is a 5th, but a 6th movie? Good lord, bro. 5 years down the line, we're gonna be watching Toy Story 8, bro. Like, for crying out loud, let the series go. It has been damn near 30 years since the first Toy Story movie, and 16 since the 3rd, which is where the series should have been left off at. But here we are, still milking the Toy Story brand, dude. If you really want to milk a franchise, milk the Cars franchise. I would give an arm and a leg to see a 4th movie, dude, even if it has no plot whatsoever. Don't give us another Toy Story movie, because genuinely, what else is there to add? Toys versus tech? That is just ridiculous. But nothing is more ridiculous than the new characters that are being added into the movie. When I saw this cast list, I genuinely thought this was gonna be some kind of multiverse situation, because what the hell is evil Bullseye? Is this shit gonna turn into the Avengers, where all the evil alternates of the Toy Story characters are gonna come out of portals because Toy Doctor Strange opens the portal to it, and then the tablet unleashes its army of electronics like Thanos did? Because genuinely, what the hell is going on? And some of the scenes I saw in the trailer, it just really confuses me, because how the fuck do you end up in a situation like that over a tablet? It makes no sense to me, and I don't think it ever will, which is why I think Toy Story 5 is definitely going to be one of the worst movies of all time. It's an unnecessary sequel to another sequel that wasn't necessary either, being animated by a company who has been milking this series since 2010, releasing it to an audience full of people who are so dumb to notice. And yes, I know, you guys are just gonna tell me it's a children's movie, but Jesus, dude. 5 movies and potentially 6 in the near future? This is just ridiculous, bro. How bad did those originals do to the point where you gotta drag out a series to a 6th film? That is genuinely so disappointing, and it's so depressing as well for Pixar. But that's all I really gotta say about this. Anyone who goes to see this movie is the exact part of the problem, because Pixar is going down the drain, and you buying tickets to see this movie is just gonna keep them on board for a couple of more years. So please, for the love of God, do not go see this movie unless you're absolutely forced to do it, because this movie is definitely gonna be the worst movie of all time. So that's all I gotta say about it. So yeah.